Extinction: How Organisms Can Become Extinct by KayScience.com. This here is the dodo, a flightless bird that went extinct over 100 years ago. And we know it existed because we found fossils of them. These here are the fossil bones of a dodo found. And this is the head of a dodo that was found preserved. So we've got a really good idea of what the dodo looked like. The dodo populated the island of Mauritius in the Indian Ocean, just east of Madagascar. And it's a beautiful island, and it looks like this. So before the colonization of Mauritius, there were many dodos that lived on the island, as you can see here. So when the colonialists came and they settled on the island of Mauritius, they started to hunt the dodo for food. The more the dodo was hunted, the numbers of dodo decreased with the increased hunting by the colonialists. So due to hunting, the number of dodos on the island of Mauritius decreased, but they were not extinct simply because of hunting. So when Mauritius was colonized by the colonialists, they'd have brought with them their own animals, like dogs for example. So now there is a new predator on the island of Mauritius. These dogs would have also hunted the dodo for food. So not only are there humans hunting the dodo, there are now new predators that have been introduced to the island of Mauritius that are now hunting and killing the dodo, decreasing the number of dodo. It's question time. Attempt these questions to check your understanding. The colonialists turned up and wanted to build their own houses, their own towns, etc. And they needed wood to do this. So they started cutting down the trees, the habitats of the dodo. So as you can see here, over many years, the colonialists started cutting down trees which reduced the habitat for the dodos. So with less trees available for the dodos, they're not able to breed as easily or hide from predators as easily. But due to areas of habitat destruction, the dodo's eggs are no longer as safe as they were previously. So due to a lack of habitat, the number of eggs will survive to become dodos will decrease. And due to the lack of habitat available to dodos to protect their eggs, the eggs are now going to be eaten by other predators. As you can see here, this predator is going to eat the dodo eggs, reducing the number of dodos that are being born. So if more dodos are dying than are being reproduced, the number of dodos will decrease steadily. The last factor that affects population numbers is disease. So this here is disease. So if there are very few numbers of dodos left, all it would take would be a very small endemic disease to rip through the numbers of dodos and decrease them. So as you can see here, the number of dodos have now decreased to 0, and the remaining eggs will not hatch because there are no dodos to protect them, and there are no dodos to produce more eggs. So the number of dodos have now gone to 0, so they're now extinct. It's question time. Attempt these questions to check your understanding. So factors that affect a rapid extinction can be a disease, the destruction of habitats, animals that eat the eggs of that species, human hunting, introduction of predators. All of these factors can lead to the extinction of a species, which is what happened to the dodo, as you can see here. The most famous mass extinction event in the history of the Earth was the mass extinction of the dinosaurs 65 million years ago, where an asteroid hit the Earth and killed all the dinosaurs, and they then became extinct. Press pause to practice using those key words. The answers will follow. Press pause to go through your answers and make any corrections to your mistakes. Press pause to answer the questions. the answers will follow, and if you're stuck, just re-watch the video. Press pause to go through your answers and make any corrections to your mistakes.